Hello, Libras. Welcome to my channel. And I would like to do a love reading for Libra for December. And time is not linear. So if you find this reading at another time, it may resonate with you whenever you happen to find it. Whoops, something popped out there. So I'm asking for messages for Libra from angels and spirit guides, messages for our Libras in love for the month of December. So these are general readings, and if this message doesn't resonate with you, then check out your rising sign or your moon sign, or take a look at a reading from another reader. And if it doesn't resonate, then this message is not for you this time. So I'll be doing 16 cards. I have 4 for a current situation, and then I do 4 for challenges, 4 for things for Libras to consider, and then the final 4 would be a course of action. So right now I'm looking for a current situation in love for Libras. Current situation in love for Libras. We've got the Tower. We've got the 4 of Wands. I've got the 8 of Pentacles. Excuse me. And the Hierophant. All right. So what do we have for Libras here? So for our current situation in love, we have the Tower. Oh, the Tower that is so dreaded among so many people. It looks so dark. Oops. And it stands out, and it's a card that strikes a lot of fear into people. It's not something they want to see. But I always like to look at this card as it's a reset button. So whatever has been already established is about to undergo a change. And the sign, that's a sign that we've all seen before. The only constant thing is change. So change is always going to be happening. Sometimes it will go in our favor. Sometimes it seems to go in another direction. And the best thing is to look at how we choose to look at those changes. How do we want to take it on board? So in this case, here's a change that's happening pretty soon. It's sort of a shakeup. It's something different, something out of the ordinary. It's often not as catastrophic as it appears to be. It's just something that shakes up your known regular world. And I love to look at the work of Joe Dispenza with his brain information. And he said sometimes it's really good to shake up our daily routines because we can tend to get into sleepwalking mode, just complacency, where you get up every day and you do everything exactly the same. And even though it's kind of boring, you're not really focused on it. Your mind drifts off to something else, and it's nothing new comes in, but at least it eliminates that fear of change and disruption. So change is always going to happen. It's the nature of the universe. There's chaos flipping around, and sometimes it catapults us into a different place, a different way of thinking, a different way of looking at things, and sometimes it brings about some pretty amazing changes. So it looks like there's some kind of a big change on the horizon in relationships pretty soon, so keep your eyes open for that one. The next one we have here is the air energy, the fire energy of the 4 of Wands, which is 1111. So this is one of my favorite cards. And this is showing me that you want to establish something really wonderful and loving. And 1111 is optimal. So that's opening up directly to source. It's creating, there's equality, there's balance, there's give and take, there's happiness, joy, a beautiful new foundation, a couple together. So this is readiness and a desire to have this come about. The next card we have here for the current situation is the Eight of Pentacles. We have an earth energy. So this is all about wanting to create something that is a foundation for love to grow. So if you've got some kind of a big change coming up here, let go the worries and the fears, because you're not by yourself. You're never alone. Spirit and your angels and your spirit guides are around you to offer support, encouragement, and guidance when this comes. And you're wanting to create something beautiful. So this is all about polishing. This for me is the polishing card. So you've worked on something, you've developed it, you're honing it, you're refining it, you're making it absolutely the way you want it to be, so that it's a perfect setting for this new thing to be born. And lastly here we have the Tauran energy of the Hierophant, the 5. So it's a number of change. And this is wanting to create, this goes along I think very nicely with these two, especially after this disruption here. Here's a beautiful something with a solid foundation, a lot of happiness coming out of it. It's also divine blessing on it because it's 1111. And 8 is all about creating abundance and stability. And the 5 is you would like to make a commitment to making all of this happen. And you can do that with this Hierophant energy here. All right. Excuse me. Next, oops, that one popped out. We're asking for cards that are challenges for Libras. What are challenges in creating an optimal love situation for Libras? Coming up, these cards might tell you something that you already know, something that's very obvious and out there on the forefront, but it also might be like an iceberg. So you've got something that you know about, but you have this other stuff like what lies beneath. What's just beneath your awareness, just beneath the surface. Oops, this one popped out. What do you need to know? What are some blockages or stoppages? Something impeding your progress. The 8 Strength card, and then we've got the 2 of Cups. Okay, so the first card in the challenge position is the 6 of Pentacles, and this is all about balance, equality, which we have up here in the 4 of Wands. This is giving and receiving. So what I'm feeling here, Libra, is that you're in a position where whatever has happened before is really out of balance. You were the one that was giving more than you were receiving. And this to me points to a challenge, a blockage somehow in allowing yourself to receive more. You can look at some of the BS, the belief system that you might be carrying around with you, which prevent you from allowing more of what's really good and what's going to make you happy to reach you. So the 6 is an abundance number, and there's lots of everything to go around. But if you have picked up on someone else's words, something that they've told you is the truth, when in reality it's only an opinion and maybe their truth, you don't have to accept that. You can draw on your own experiences. You can take it on board. And like I mentioned to another sign that got this one is, it's like someone handing you a tiny little gift bag with a bunch of, I see them as paper shreds, all with these little beliefs on there. And they're not very helpful and they're not very useful. And they just take up a lot of energy and a lot of space, but they don't really add anything special to your life. And they're trying to hand you this bag of stuff, and you get to decide, do I want to take this from this person or not? Maybe I don't need to. So this is asking me to ask you if you're open to receiving. So you can ask yourself a question, because the universe loves to answer our questions, and ask it in a positive way. What do I need to know to allow myself to receive more good that's coming my way? I wonder what kinds of wonderful things are coming my way today. I love the idea of receiving. What do I need to do, or how do I need to feel or be, so that I can allow all that's meant for me, that's good and wonderful, to actually reach me? So put those questions out there, and you might get that information back in who knows what kind of interesting way. A song, a bumper sticker, somebody says something to you out of the blue, or one of my favorite methods that I learned from Sark book many years ago. She used to just walk into a bookstore, pull a random book off the shelf, ask a question, and pop it open and use it as an oracle. And there will be, the first place your eye falls will be a little message that's meant just for you. It's divinely picked. It's something you need to know. And also, it's pretty magical and delightful. So allow yourself to receive the wonderful messages that come to you to let you know that you're worthy of receiving. Then we have another 6 next to it. Here's a challenge. This again is about receiving. We have one little person standing here with someone else offering a gift. Interesting. This is like receiving squared. You've got things, there's lots of love and a lot of emotions and gifts and things that are ready to be offered to you, but are you closed off? Are you not accepting them for some reason? Are you focused energetically or in a vibration that doesn't allow you to see all these good things that are coming your way? That's very easy to happen when you get lost in that spiral of negative talk or focusing on what's not working. Flip it around and say, who wants to give me something special that will make me smile? I wonder what I will receive today that will make me feel delighted, loved, and appreciated. Who is going to say or do something that will make my day? So, the next one is the Leo card. We've got strength, number 8, the number of abundance. Interesting, comes right after here, the 8 of Pentacles, which is creating an abundant situation for yourself, for foundation. This is, are you listening to your intuition? Libra is an air sign. You're thinkers. You focus, logical, rational thought. And so this is all about releasing thought and focusing more on that fire energy of intuition and animal instinct. So here you've got this beast. Are you in tune with that animal instinct, with your intuition, the thing that guides you? This can guide you to love. There's this gentle relationship between these two, and there's also a great strength there. Do you know your own strength? Do you know how powerful you really are? Do you know how much love you have to give to another person? Ask yourself questions. How can I create a stronger me so that I'm able to accept more love? And the last card here, another sign got this as well in their challenge position. This is the Two of Cups, the soulmate love partnership card. So again, there it is. We've got a repeat here of these cups and gifts being offered. And this is an equal give and take here, like the Four of Wands. You're wanting to establish something. And here is this intuition and instinct, which is repeated over here, and the cups from over here. And the balance, all about balance and equality. These are all really tied in together. Are you allowing your instincts and your intuition to bring all of these forces together, to bring this ideal soulmate into your awareness? Are you in a place energetically? How do you feel? Ask yourself these questions. What do I need to know in order to let the universe know that I'm ready to meet my soulmate? What actions can I take, or how can I be right now that open me up to expressions of love that are meant just for me? So think about creative ways to ask questions, which will give you a positive response and an answer that's something that you want to hear and something you can move forward with. I love how these are all tied together. Lots of overlap. Okay, now for Libras, please give us 4 cards for considerations. What are 4 things that Libras, it would be beneficial for them to consider in order to optimize their love situation for this next month? Oops. All right. Let's see what we've got. The Empress, 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the World. Oops, and we have the King of Swords with that. All right, we'll take both of those. All right, so something to consider. All right. Oh, we've got Libra energy here. I look at the Empress, which to me is like a Libra and a Taurus energy. This is all about being the queen of your domain or the king of your domain. This is all about opening yourself up. This person embodies love at its absolute fullest. So, in a beautiful, abundant place. She's got all these red cloths underneath here. That's all about root chakra. Red pomegranates on here, which is about rebirth and regeneration. And she's very stable, very sure of herself. So Librans, all about equality and fairness and beauty and love. Consider how you're carrying yourself through the world. Are you the embodiment of love? Do you have a great love for yourself? Having a great love for yourself creates this amazing energy which other people will feel before they even get really, really close to you. As you know, our energy radiates out around us in all directions, and so it can be kind of tricky going out in public because you're mingling your energies with everyone else's. But you've been in a place before, somewhere, a party or a store or at work, where somebody comes in and they just emanate this whole feeling of love. They really have a lot of love to give everyone. No walls are up, no barriers are up, no blocks. They trust themselves, they're confident. So Libra, I see this as you. Consider the way that you carry yourself. Regal, confident, powerful, strong, and grounded with all the forces of love, because then you can't help but attract people to you when you're walking around like that. Here we've got the Five of Swords. We've got your air energy, and this is about some kind of conflict. This could be a conflict within yourself. Often it's getting into it with someone else, but in this instance, it seems to me like it's within yourself. So have you been really hard on yourself? Are you overthinking things? Have you been a little bit critical? Is there a part of you that is not accepting all of you in your entirety for who you are? And you actually feel defeated by yourself because you're so lost in this thought, and you're in a battle with yourself and you lose. And that part of yourself is winning, and so it's just not a good thing all around because you've got all this inner turmoil. So this is a number of change. This is asking about going inside and really examine your thoughts very carefully. And when they start to get negative, my thing I always do, which I have mentioned on some of the other readings, is to stop and confront that part of yourself that wants to fight with you or create some kind of an internal struggle. Like, who's saying that? Who said that just now? And that will often just bring everything to a screeching halt. And this is just stuff that's floating around in you, and you don't need to carry that anymore because it's actually stopping you from carrying this beautiful love energy here. So over here we have the 10 of Swords, more air energy. It's a completion, and maybe this is what this is asking you to do here, is like, really, you can actually kill yourself with your own thoughts. And a lot of us have done that. It's very easy to do. And it's mostly because we pick up on negative things. As babies, we're born perfect and whole. We don't tell ourselves bad things about ourselves. We don't look down on ourselves. We don't criticize ourselves. All of that nasty stuff comes from other people. It's disapproval and criticisms and put downs and negativities. And the nice thing is to remember, none of that garbage has anything truly to do with us. It's all a reflection of what those people are carrying around inside. And that's the hardest part. It hurts to hear something that's really negative. And Libras, being very sensitive creatures, you just want peace. You want love. You want everybody to get along. You wonder why the suffering in the world doesn't just stop and people just get their act together and quit being jerks. And so this is telling me that you need to stop being so hard on yourself. Let it end. Let these battles with yourself die so that you can be all that love embodies. And over here, King of Swords, this sort of popped out since those two were stuck together. I decided to have these. The King of Swords knows what he wants, and he cuts out stuff that doesn't belong there. So this is the sword of discernment. So you're able to look at all this stuff that you tell yourself, and you realize, wait a second, none of that stuff is true. It's not even mine. It doesn't belong to me. It was given to me by somebody else, and I am deciding that it serves zero purpose for me, so I'm going to leave it on the side of the road where it belongs. It won't harm anyone, and I don't need to take it with me. And this is perfect to come here with this. Great partners, because the King of Swords is going to help you come to this completion of stopping in attacking yourself. You're going to have a fresh beginning and be able to give off this beautiful love energy once again. All right, so down here, now we're asking for our last 4 cards for Libra. What do we have as the best course of action for Libras to move forward with love? What do we have for our lovely Libras? Best course of action. What can Libras do? Okay, let's see what we've got here. We have the Six of Wands. We have Temperance. We have the Star. And we have the King of Cups. Wow. Nice way to end this reading. All right. So the best course of action for Libras here, we've got the Six of Wands. So lovely after learning how to receive, allowing yourself to receive more love, walking around emanating the energy of love, radiating it everywhere. And here you are. Now you've come around. This is your best course of action. Embody this. When you go out there, this is fire energy. This is a lot of passion, a lot of love. This person is out there with a very straight posture, very tall, open to all these possibilities. There's all kinds of love all around, and they are victorious, and they're giving off this huge energy of love. And who doesn't love someone that's like that? They're up high on this horse, high vibration, purity of intent. You've got all these wreaths and laurels and plants to show the expansion and the growth. And green here for the heart chakra, giving off all of this love. And you are the Six of Wands. You go out and you be yourself, you express yourself, beauty and love. That's what Libra is all about. People can't help but love you. They just do, because you're carrying all of this energy out there. And when people see genuine love, they feel it. It's just felt directly in their heart. It's felt on a soul level. You can't fake that. People would know right away. This is a genuine feeling of love that you're giving off in all directions, and it's going to attract to you exactly what your deepest wish is. The next card here is the Temperance, and here it is again. We have all these cups, 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 cups. This again this was trying to create some balance and allow yourself to accept. This is accepting angelic intervention, Sagittarian fire energy, balance, 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water, which is emotions and love. And you're balancing. Here's this love going back and forth between the two cups. You're reaching this beautiful balance. Balance inward, balance outward. Your energies are all around you, and out you go. Lovely. The next card here, gosh, we got the Star card, Aquarian energy, air energy for you, Libra. And this is all about your wish is actually on its way to becoming true. It's coming into fulfillment. You need to be willing to be vulnerable, to be naked, to come right out and say what it is that you truly desire. What does your heart want most? You've got part of you on the earth, like this angel, part of you in the water. There's this repetition over here. Follow your North Star, your light, your beacon, love, your heart, hope, and all of your angels, which you've got over here, and spirit guides are around to support you, to let you know that your wish is coming true. And then the last card over here, we have the water energy of the King of Cups. This is all about healing. And look at this, more cups, more cups. So here's an open cup. It's ready for love. This person has gone through a tremendous healing process, allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to let go of the past, creating a balance, making a commitment to love, and going out and being the full expression of divine love that you are. All right, wonderful, Libra. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. All right, now we're going to ask for some messages for Libra from the Spirit of the Animal card. I just got chills all over from scooping up all those cards. That's a lot of assistance, divine assistance and blessings that are coming your way. All right, what are 3 animal spirit messages for Libra? 3 animal spirit messages for Libra to help Libras move forward in love. 3 messages. Okay, reach in here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have the lion, we have the fox, and we have the ram. Okay. The first card up is the lion card, the higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Well, there you are, that you've got, there's another lion card, which is the strength card. So that is another card that's asking you to remember to reach inside, that you have all the courage and strength you need to love yourself and move forward and attract a very loving relationship. Letting go of that past releases that. It's like carrying a bag of old stuff. Throw it on the side of the road, ditch it, let it sit there. You don't need to carry it around. And what that does is it frees you up, frees up your energy and your happiness to attract something else. And as you do what you do, you have that 6 of Wands, that success energy, that love energy. You go out there, people will be at your side. You will attract people that are very much like you. Next, we have the fox card, clever. You're smart and swift. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you, and be open to romance. Whoa. Well, this to me feels an awful lot like an air energy, because it does talk about smart, and that's an air thing, is being clever and being able to see the solutions. You are very good at figuring out solutions, and you got all those swords. If you let go of fighting with yourself, that higher self will step in, that higher energy, and will direct you, and it will remove all of those things that stand in your way. Listen to your instincts. There it is with the strength card, with the Leo, that your instincts will guide you. Even that Leo lion was up at the top of the 2 of Cups to guide you. Resources surround you, and be open to romance, because it most certainly is headed your way. And the last card we have here is Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Well, Ram is the Aries, and the Aries is that energy of the Emperor, which is moving forward. So you have that power of your mind, being an air sign. You're going to reach your mountaintop. You're persistent. You're determined. And the King of Swords, you're going to remove anything that impedes you from making progress. Never give up, and the good luck will follow you. So, Libra, that's your love reading for next month. I hope these messages resonated with you. And remember to stay open to all the possibilities.